Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me? Well, I'm not sure I can be. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the... What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened. And not, frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and, however, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's... No, nothing at all. It was just not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable... You can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the bad. But my primary concern is...
Oh, hello, sunshine.
But there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Any changes on the next order? Brigette is prepping as we speak.
No, pretty simple. Standard with extra carbs.
Are you sure?
Actually, you know what? One time after construction begins, and I get all this badgering. Yes.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well-connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. Yeah, the question of who helped the Starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Let's, stay away from Ebbside. The locals there don't exactly appreciate the tourists.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Good.
I can't believe this. You're shirking your responsibility based on what this fool thinks. You have a lot to learn about duty and honor.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. This is Neon. There are no guarantees, and who I find trustworthy changes on a day. Talk to him or don't. It's your... Stay out of people's business until you can. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Don't break up a fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you. Of course, Neon's full of desperate people who have nowhere else to turn. For some, it's the drugs. For others, it's gambling. There are a lot of ways to lose everything in this city. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, then I don't get involved. Rangers are supposed to exercise good judgment. I'm one person here. I can't help everybody. The best I can do is try to protect the ones who are innocent. And believe... Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Come on.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh? No, it's fine. Stay safe, darling.
City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool having some... Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in Neon. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. But you understand that, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind, and you'll fit right in.
I'm thinking about taking my spouse to an aunt's for their birthday. It'll be a gift for both of us. Go for it.
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other, you know what I mean?
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that he's asking for something in return.
Credits ain't really what I need.
If he won't even accept credit, I worry about what he's going to ask us to do.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Oh, that's terrible. You shouldn't be responsible for your brother's debts.
Yeah? Well, tell that to Goodman because he doesn't seem to care. He just wants his money. The only one that matters around here, the Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. Now, that being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
My investments really took a bounding last month.
I get so nervous before a rap jump.
Hey there, intrepid explorer. I know the power of art to get to where you are. Here at Neil's Training, you'll feel sure you receive the best coffee.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong end of a bounty. If you've come to talk about bounty hunting, I can answer questions. If you want to pick up a bounty job, go to the local mission board. Be warned, though, if you think this work is for making a quick credit, you may not be cut out for it. Takes skill, precision, and a willingness to risk your life. Bounty hunting is not easy work. It is not for those simply wishing to make a quick credit. But you seem insistent. Find Trackers Alliance missions at the local mission board. Goodbye.
Need a pick-me-up? Since you're a brew, we've got you covered. Morning.
Yeah. I know this place.
How are you holding up?
I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking. I've got my issues, sure, but my partner's happy and the kids are happy, and that's all I need.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? I think you go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid. Here, this will get you in.
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't here about my business. Ah, it's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
What an absolute imbecile. He's clearly mocking us.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it, but make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? Well, I'm afraid that's just none of my concern. Then offer me something I want. How much time you've got isn't my problem. Well, that ain't wrong. Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City. You come walking in here drunk. Maybe it's time I show you how we...
Might as well take what we can.
Stupid move coming here!
Who's there?
Give it your best shot.
Epside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them at least 3 times now. Did you talk to Goodman?
Oh, I would have been so embarrassed.
Seriously. Now I want to look up every word in the dictionary.
Well, have you got any proof? When a ranger says they're gonna do something, they do it. Now start talking.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit, and she's been throwing money around, so it must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Days are too short.
Back off.
Where the fun never stops.
Howdy.
Well, look who's here to spoil my day. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on. Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since.
only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. Tends to make people uncomfortable. No, but it sounded serious. She was didn't seem right I should pry, so... You serious? Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the first, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here, take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? No. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you, he's as cagey if...
Bankrolling the first must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going.
Nothing, really. I was told when... Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack... I'm gonna head back.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Hello. Talk to Ranger Shadid at the Rock. He should be able to help with that encrypted...
You should ask Sam about Aquila sometime. He has some pretty amazing stories to tell.
Take a look around. I want to do your business quick. Here, browse to your heart.
funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Just let me drink in peace.
These Rangers are some hard.
It's really an honor to be able to help.
Good to see you. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm out.
Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think?
Oh, I can't fly anywhere. Issues with my Eustachian tubes. Being in a pressurized environment is like someone taking a laser cutter to the sides of my head. It's not great. Yeah, I bet. It just sounds so exciting. Probably makes Aquila City look like the more boring backwater town in the settled systems. Alas, I'll have to experience it vicariously through. So how'd it go? Turn up anything? Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. It'll take as long as it takes. One thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll go a lot. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montara Luna.
I need a word. Welcome back. Any luck? Glad you got a chance to meet. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but what did you learn from the starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I could give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came from money, and when the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from smuggling, and I believe it. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put on hold when they locked him up. They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate. Like what? Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the... They also guarantee privacy. So it's an... Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word, based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the 1st. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the 1st. What are they planning? Who are they working? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the freestyle. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome. Good hunting, Deputy.
Off when you are.
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field? Savor your last moments, moat. All systems shoot them down. Die in a cage!
Don't worry about me. I've handled worse heat than this.
Service, Captain.
Docking seal released.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here, and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal.
Need some work done? Anything I can help you with? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed.
you enter the city, please keep... Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here. Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here. Authorized personnel
Any
only.
troubles you need to
Your friend
share?
has to stay here.
Ah, I miss talking to you already.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you? Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. A militant military Model A. Yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection, even if my circumstances have changed. Of course, we're protected.
Personnel only. Your friend has to
I'm
stay
here for you, my love. Sure, I'm right behind. Now you can see why you see Marines that get sent here consider this posting a punishment.
in yet another.
Sometimes it feels like the use of forgetting we're out. But there'd be no
Growing up in Sidonia, you gotta be tough. Hey, nice to meet you. I hope you like it more. I'm Tae. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She's been that way since my dad died. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says maybe talking to her would help. Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says, but also, there's almost no kids here. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but, like, my friend Renee. Later then.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to get that book. Oh, did you find the book? Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? Nice. Can't tell you how long I've been waiting to add this to my collection. Thanks again. I hope this makes it all worth it to you.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life.
Captain, welcome back. I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? It should. You risked life and limb to...
Though I have had my own personal struggles with the United Colonies, I'm happy for you. I really am. Congratulations.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, these logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait, Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? Miracle worker is more like... Getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that. I know it's here somewhere. Ah. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. On Nira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted bio... They require highly specific material. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with... The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him.
non-breathable atmosphere. This is the result of mankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed. Well, well. Back for more, eh? I'll be counting the minutes to our next chat. You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. So formal. The pleasure's all mine, my good man. Angelo, you can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? No better selection. It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group known as the 1st Cavalry. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded, too, but as you can left us plenty of scrap to build with, though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate this place to the... So they were pretty widely considered the best damn mech unit in the Freestar Militia. Maybe the galaxy. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. They say he was some kind of tactical genius. Whole damn war, he always seemed to be just one step ahead of the UC. But all that changed here on Nera. The fighting was brutal, apparently. Between the aliens and the UC defenses, most of the 1st Cav was wiped out. They say Hull snapped, that he couldn't handle the loss of so many good souls. When the ceasefire order finally came, he ignored it. Said he was too close to it, so they court-martialed Hull and the other survivors of the 1st. Locked them all. Kaiser? No bot around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is. since he's got some. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Nera were all xeno-weapons, but they left behind more than enough untrained babies to keep... That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. So, sounds like you've got two. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him, going rate's a little steep, but I'm... Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. Shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your eyes open, too. Sirens and ecliptic out there. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in the... Give Ahab a Kaiser, our best. Finest supplies on the planet. All legal.
This place used to be a repair facility for mechs back during the war. Now we butcher them for fun and profit.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being erased from history. Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech parts. Oh, for God's sake. Drop some of that rubbish already. Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech parts.
Your trespassing, violators will be punished.
Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech parts.
Intruders aren't tolerated here. Illegal intrusion. Leave. Now.
Let's see if they've got a big mistake. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
What can I do for you? Lots of money to be made on mech scrap if you know. And I just happen to sell a guide that'll show you the best spots to get started. Couple of words of warning, though. As you may have put together, Niera's more dangerous than a cellophane airlock. And it's... UC brought xeno-weapons here during the Colony War, and more than a few decided to put down roots. Siren. You've also got the unauthorized scrappers, Ecliptic being the worst of the bunch. Luckily, we sell a wide array of problem solvers in various colors and... Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock. Wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do without it. So long as you've got the specs, but finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, spots where you should be able to find. But in return, any excess material, save us from risking our necks on another run out there. Then let me just mark those collections. Don't forget, here's what I've got.
Gerald claims him and his pops bought this place.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being erased from history.
You hear screaming out there? You run the other way. It's either the sirens or someone they've got.
Battery X operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Thank you for your aid. Major Sanon will, although previous attempts to additional support may allow me to complete my active, allowing me to leave. My mission is the disarmament of Unit XW-99. This 99 has proven a far more formidable adversary than its... Correct. Unit 99 is a siren, a deadly execution of said specimens. Technically, yes. All Xeno weapons have... If Unit 99 were to be subdued, I could wipe its interface. This would prevent Unit 99 from ever being used as a weapon again. However, it is my personal assessment that... During the Colony War, handling of Unit 90, deploy Unit 99. Defend Unit 99 against hostile forces. But when I was separated from the Xeno warfare team with the Armistice, Unit 99 and its brood, so I am here to correct my mistake. I have new... I suggest you meet our foe before... reaching Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that reach. Sensors suggest a mercenary company like Ecliptic would only want Unit 99. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost.
I'll follow your lead, but I have a feeling it's a waste of time. One way or another, Ecliptic is...
Elimination is the same, but based on my scans, what you are describing is feasible. If you were to eliminate Ecliptic forces, or could manage to, such an approach would require no small bit of guile or stealth. Neither. Very well.
What's happening, darling? All right, but be careful.
unsafe distinctive bites. As you were. Some progress, sir, but this is a complex piece of hardware. We're sure this is necessary.
Buyers demanding to know it works. We don't provide, we don't get paid.
All right, I'll keep at it.
still fights. Release a weapon. What the? Oh, the cage is stuck. Son of a... We'll fight without it. It's on.
Find anything useful? Whatever you need. Sounds good. Lead on.
Very well. Let us proceed to our quarry. Greetings, Unit 99. The specimen's control interface is intact. I can proceed. Initiating wipe. Wipe successful. Unit 99. Your service is now complete. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? A plague of terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind.
Your abilities are making me a bit jealous.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinium.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
Okay, that's it. Time to settle some.
Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles? Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asyles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up. All our data suggests so. Asyles, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Asyles were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asyles are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do. I suppose that's a fair comparison. Except now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asyles. Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the but the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. Well, that's still not 100%, but it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking. Hello? Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, and not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Seeley's gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinium. It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some gung-ho jarhead who's gonna put us and the mission at risk. Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're the... It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off. It was the central hub for Seeley's processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the Terramorph data suggests Seeley's were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman 2, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terramorph source world. The Seeley's were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Seeley's were gone, the outbreak there was so... Londinium could very well be where the Terramorph saga began. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on... We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch... I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll... But you need to know, Londinium? It belongs to the Terramorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Let me guess. Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special.
Goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can... Now you, what do you need? You project personnel? Supplies are for project Oh, that's you then. Don't much care for Vanguard. It sounds like you two. My sister's kids live in the city, so, yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still. Now, what was it you needed? Everything up to spec.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility, but someone has to deal with the fact that the Terramorphs have resurfaced.
Howdy.
Okay. Hello.
Yes. What?
I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.